What if the way you walk into a room, stake your ground, or instinctively size people up isn't really you? What if it's a robotic program deeply embedded in your nervous system since toddlerhood? In Chapter 4 of Prometheus Rising, Robert Anton Wilson takes us deep into the Anal-Emotional Territorial Circuit, the second circuit in the 8-circuit model of consciousness. This is where ego begins, where emotional memory forms, and where primal social programming gets laid down. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand the biological and psychological origins of human dominance, submission, and emotional style, you'll also learn how to reprogram yourself, escape behavioral autopilot, and start consciously evolving. Let's dive in. The second circuit, where ego is born. While the first circuit is all about survival and comfort, the oral biosurvival circuit, the second circuit kicks in when a child starts to move around, explore the environment, and lay claim to space. This is the circuit of emotions, dominance, submission, and territory. It's rooted in early mammalian behavior. Think lions, dogs, wolves, marking their territory, challenging for position, asserting power. In humans, this manifests as ego. Not ego in the Freudian sense, but ego as the sense of identity and self-importance. It's the part of us that wants to be respected, noticed, and in control. The biology of the circuit. Raw suggests this circuit is located in the thalamus, but others have argued it's closer to the amygdala, the part of the brain that processes emotional memory. But remember, these circuits are models, not literal physical parts of the brain. They're useful frameworks for understanding how certain clusters of behavior, emotion, and cognition function and develop. The first circuit is about safety versus danger. The second circuit is about dominance versus submission. Together, these two circuits create a 2D behavioral grid, an emotional social map on which most people operate for their entire lives. Emotional territoriality, the primal game of space. In animals, territory is literal. In humans, it's symbolic. Most mammals mark their territories with excretions. Domesticated primates mark their territories with ink excretions on paper. Think about that. Land, deeds, contracts, constitutions, legal documents, our social reality is penned into existence and then guarded emotionally. Every time you get offended when someone invades your personal space, assert your opinion in an argument, choose a seat at a table based on status or power, you're playing a second circuit dominance game. Temperaments and the 4 quadrants. Wilson brilliantly maps this interaction of the first and second circuits onto a 2x2 grid that matches historical ideas of human temperament, going all the way back to ancient Greece and the 4 humors. Let's break this down. Circuit 1, advance versus retreat, confidence versus fear. Circuit 2, dominant versus submissive, aggression versus passivity. This creates 4 personality types: sanguine, friendly strength, I'm okay, you're okay. Choleric, hostile weakness. I'm not okay, you're not okay. Bilious, hostile strength. I'm okay, you're not okay. Phlegmatic, friendly weakness. I'm not okay, you're okay. These quadrants are not just philosophical, they define social behavior. Everything from parenting styles to political ideologies, management tactics, to dating strategies can be linked back to these core temperaments. Transactional analysis, life scripts on repeat. In the 20th century, psychologists like Eric Berne recast these ideas in modern language with transactional analysis TA. I'm okay, you're okay becomes the stable adult. I'm okay, you're not okay becomes the judgmental bully. I'm not okay, you're okay becomes the people-pleasing victim. I'm not okay, you're not okay becomes the nihilist or dropout. These are scripts we pick up early in life, usually before the age of 7. Most people spend their whole lives unconsciously playing these scripts, on loop, in every relationship, in every social group. Raw's warning, don't be a robot. Wilson's greatest insight here is not just identifying these patterns, but warning us that most people are trapped in them. The irony and the tragedy of human life is that none of these subjects are aware at all of their robo-tree. Your reactions, scripted, your social posture, programmed, your personality, a default setting. Until you bring conscious awareness to these circuits, you're not living, you're just executing code. Classifying the grid, Leary's interpersonal circle. Raw also brings in Timothy Leary's interpersonal grid, a circular map of social dynamics inspired by Eastern philosophy and modern psychology. This grid maps 8 social postures: leader, helper, friend, servant, victim, rebel, critic, controller. Each of us fluctuates among these positions, but most of us are stuck in 1 or 2. Recognizing your position on this wheel can be the first step to escaping behavioral loops and developing new circuits. The Nietzsche insight, from Evangel to Dysangel. Wilson quotes Nietzsche to highlight a profound cultural shift: Evangel, good news. The path to human evolution, empowerment, divinity. Dysangel, bad news. Slavery to authority, morality through guilt, and the promise of future reward for present obedience. The second circuit, when overimprinted with submission and punishment, becomes the perfect breeding ground for obedient, fearful citizens, ripe for control. It's why so many people say, "That's just the way it is," and refuse to change. They're trapped in Sklav moral, the slave morality Nietzsche warned about. Reprogramming, exercises from the chapter. Here's where it gets practical. Wilson includes a set of exercises designed to disrupt your second circuit programming. First challenge mode. Every time you meet someone new, ask, "Could I beat them in hand-to-hand combat?" This isn't about violence. It's about noticing your automatic sizing up behavior. 2. Drunken roar. Get drunk and tell everyone how you really feel. Why? To bring unconscious dominant submission programming to the surface. 3. Meditation against triggers. Practice meditation for 2 weeks, then meet someone who usually triggers you. Can they still push your buttons? You may find you've rewired your emotional reactions. 4th encounter group observation. Attend a group dynamic session. Try to identify which quadrant each participant comes from. Notice any shifts over time. See if you can change. 5. Study animals. Spend time observing lions or primates, then observe your office or friend group the same way. You'll be shocked at the similarities. 6. Watch childlike comedy. Rent a Three Stooges film. Ask yourself, why is this funny? What emotional release is it triggering? 7th. Animal Planet, Sunday. Spend a full day watching nature documentaries. Bonus, get a little stoned. Then watch how pack hierarchy, ritualized aggression, and submission show up at work the next day. Final thoughts. Waking the robot. The second circuit is powerful, but dangerous when it rules your life unconsciously. It's what makes you obsess over status. It's what triggers road rage. It's what causes generational trauma through dominance and submission. But it's also the gateway to higher evolution, if you become conscious of it. With awareness, you can shift your life script, transcend emotional reactivity, build authentic relationships based on conscious choice, not robotic reflexes. Most people live their entire lives within the constraints of the first 2 circuits. They survive. They fight for territory. They repeat patterns, but not you. If you've made it this far, you're ready to transcend your programming. Chapter 4 of Prometheus Rising isn't just a model, it's a mirror. One that shows you the machinery of your mind and hands you the tools to break free. Hit like if this sparked something in you. Subscribe for more deep dives into the circuitry of consciousness and let us know in the comments. What quadrant are you operating from? Until next time, stay conscious, stay curious, and keep rising.